This is a special episode. These houses that I'm about to share with you are for those of you who don't need a house to be too fancy. You know, the new and shiny kind. We're looking at 4 properties today in the Sunshine State near the springs that are 72 degrees year round. And these 4 houses are all $50,000 and less. Let's go. How is everybody out there doing today? Happy Wednesday. Cheers, everybody. So we're checking out 4 properties, $50,000 and less, because why not, right? They need some loving. They're looking for their person. And we're going to begin right here. This one's $50,000. It's the highest price in today's episode. It's a 2-bedroom, 1-bath house with 716 square feet of living space. It's on a small lot that's 4,792 square feet. And this property's been in the market 13 days. It was built in 1950. So let's check it out and see how much house we're getting for our money in Marianna, Florida, 32448. Let's check it out at 4235 Roulhac Street. Look at this place. So this one's $50,000 in Marianna, Florida, which means we're in Jackson County. The listing price is $50,000, and as always, you're welcome to make offers. These properties are placed on the market to be sold. Look at this. Cute. So we have a covered entry, covered porch. Looks like we may have a shingle roof with this house, but always go check it out. Have those home inspections. And as always, the listing agent and the addresses are found in the description box below every video. How you doing out there today? It's a special episode, you guys. I'm usually not on here on Wednesdays, but I thought, you know what? I saw these in my little searching, and I thought I'm going to just, happy Wednesday, happy hump day, right? Little special for you. Okay, so here's our living room. Looks like we have vinyl flooring. This is $50,000 in Marianna, Florida, in Jackson County, where your population is just under 50,000 people. And your median home values are $250,000, and your property tax rate is between 0.50 and 0.75%. So it looks like we have paneling in the living area to get a ceiling fan. We have a gas wall heater. Look at this, you guys, $50,000 for a roof over your head. Maybe you don't need too fancy or new and shiny. This one might suit your needs. Jackson County. And you're going to be really close to the Blue Springs. Jackson Blue Springs is a beautiful springs, crystal clear water, and it's just a beautiful area of Florida to explore if you've never, went into the North Florida areas. And this is in Marianna and Jackson County. So there's what we see of the maybe a bedroom and what we see of the bathroom there. Looks like it may be a tub and shower combination. All the more reason to go check it out in person. But this looks like it's very clean. Looks like we could move right in there. Not together, but you know what I'm saying. Who's looking in Marianna, Florida? This is nice. $50,000. So there's your row of cabinets. You've got 3 up above. You could remove those and have some open shelves if you want, or you could build an island and put an island in here with some counter high chairs. There's a lot we could do with that. You do have an electric range right below the window there. This is cute. Let me know what you guys think of this one and the other 3 that are coming up. Remember to leave me a comment, and remember to subscribe to the channel, join our growing community, and definitely hit the notification bell, because the house you're not looking for may be in the next episode. Look at this. So there's your laundry area that we see on the left side of the stove. So when you get in there, maybe you could find a new location for that if you want. Or maybe if you want to do a load of laundry and prepare a meal at the same time, this could be perfect for you, right? Again, we're not going to be too fancy. We're not fussy. Nope, we don't need new and shiny. We're okay with rolling up our sleeves, getting our hands a little bit dirty. Looks like it's got rough cut siding, which would be totally fine with me. You could paint it whatever color you like. We could dress up these railings. We could paint the staircase. We could put some potted plants and a pop of color out there. Why not, right? It's got wide eaves around the side of it here on the roof line. It does have a concrete block foundation from what we see. Let me know what you guys think of this one. $50,000. Go check it out. And when you do, leave us a comment. It's $50,000 in Marianna, Florida, in Jackson County. Yeah, if you're not fussy, you're not fancy, 4235 Roulhac Street. And that's Marianna, Florida, 32448. Let's check it out on the map. Where exactly are we? Jackson County right here. So we have, the spring is right here. You've got Jim's Buffet and Grill nearby. And let's see, House of Hope thrift store. That's always nice. And the springs are going to be right up here. Right up in this area here. It showed it to me at one point when I was scrolling in and out earlier. Yeah, there's Florida Cavern State Park right here, which I would explore if you're new to this area. And there's Jackson Blue Springs right here over to the east of this property. Definitely go check this area out if you're not familiar with it, if you want to gallivant through the state of Florida. And you're right off of Highway 10 also. So we'll scroll back out here, and here's Marianna, Florida. So this is North Florida. And here's Defuniak Springs over here. I've done episodes and showed homes in that area as well. Then you have Destin Beach down here. Here's Niceville. Hey, cousin. Hey, cousin Michael. And so let's see your satellite view real quick. And if you live in this area of Florida, Marianna, let us know in the comments how you like it, how long you've been there. All the good stuff, right? Okay, so there is your parcel right there. Nice, nice square parcel. Roulhac Street. And that is in Marianna, Florida. A lot of local amenities all nearby. And let's see here. Here's your street view. Look at how cute that place is. With a little paint and a little elbow grease, that could be super, super sweet. And nothing wrong with it right now. I'd move in there. I would have no problem with it. Would you? I mean, look how cute this neighborhood is. And again, you research your neighborhoods. But what I'm looking at for $50,000, you know, that's just a home looking for his person right there. Sweet find right there. And this one again is 4235 Roulhac Street, Marianna, Florida 32448 in Jackson County. It's been on the market 13 days, built in 1950. And it says here, calling all first-time home buyers. Charming little 2-bedroom, 1-bath house offers a perfect opportunity to add to your real estate investment. It's got great potential and a welcoming layout. And when we look at the history on this, it was just listed and the house is 76 years old. And on an assessment of $22,615, shows the taxes were $412. And again, in this county of Jackson County, 0.50 to 0.75% for the property tax rate. But again, you can always call the county clerk's office for more accurate tax record. $50,000 on a 4,792 square foot lot. Super cute. And you can always go up if you want more room, add a loft. Cool place right there. 50 grand. Now we're going to head into Dunnellon, Florida. Look at this. Now this one's a little rough around the hedges. I will tell you that. But it's also a brick house. You know what I say about those brick houses. It's $45,800. And it's 3 bedrooms and 1 bathroom with 766 square feet of living space at 12421 North Handy Terrace in Dunnellon, Florida 34433, which means we're in Marion County. And it's been on the market 145 days. And it was built in 1950, another 50 build. And this is a brick house with what appears to be a shingle roof. Let's check it out. It's on a 5,663 square foot lot with a covered porch. Somebody needs to scoop these up, man. Look at these places. $45,800. That's the asking price. It doesn't mean that's what you have to pay. Have those home inspections and find out what's going on with these. Check out the locations. But if you're looking for a low price, high potential houses, that's what this episode is all about today. And check out and meander through the other episodes because I'm here to show you houses that have low price and high potential, you guys. So there's your location. All right, so here we go. Don't mind the spooky person in the corner. I didn't see that when I prepared for this one. Oh my goodness. Okay, so it's kind of hard to determine what's going on with this one. But we do see some paneling that looks like it may be bowed. This is going to need attention, but that's what you base your offer on, right? And let's see here. Yeah, that's all they're really showing us, unfortunately, but we do have some nice vegetation all around this property. We're going to need windows. And this is $45,800. Let's see where we are on the map. Sorry, okay. Blue Gator Tiki Bar and restaurants nearby. Rainbow River Canoe and Kayak. Sweet. So we have the Front Porch Restaurant and Pie Shop nearby. Shout out to them. Cheers to the Pie Shop in Dunnellon. And this again is Marion County, where the population is around, oh, I can't read my own chicken scratch. Let's see, the median home values are $280,000, and your property tax rate is 0.86 to 1%. So I don't have the population. So this is Dunnellon. So let's see, we have Silver Springs and Ocala right up here to the northeast. Citrus Springs and Inverness are down below us. Leesburg and the villages aren't going to be too far in the distance either, over to the southeast. So there we are in Dunnellon there. Red marks a spot. And here's the street view. Okay, so here we are. This is the neighborhood. Looks like a quiet little neighborhood, but you can check it out. Do more research on it. But this looks like it's a nice lot. The neighbor is fenced in there. Maybe you could clear some of this property up and have more of a backyard. Clean it up a little bit, put a fence around it, paint that brick if you want. Just thinking outside the box here. Dress up that front porch. This might have a lot of potential, you guys. You just need to get out there and check it out. We can't judge these books by their covers, right? Isn't that what we say? $45,800. Maybe you could offer them less money. And I wanted to see the satellite view on that real quick. Okay, here we go. Got a lot of local amenities nearby. That's always nice. So let's scroll out here. You have Cannon Farms for your grocery, it looks like it said. So here we are. Not far from Crystal River by any means. So here's Highway 75. 41 is right here. Yeah, that's sweet. And then here's Highway 19 over to the west. And that's Dunnellon. So if you're looking in Dunnellon, this is 12421 North Handy Terrace. Brick house with a covered porch. Needs some windows. But you never know what it looks like on the inside. 145 days. Go check that one out. And it is pending in probate. So that's probably why it's been on the market a while. But I would check on it, because those things do proceed eventually. It's approximately 535 feet on the southwest side of the Withlacoochee River. Location is zoned general commercial, so maybe you want a little business. So check this out. It's a vacation cottage, canoe and kayak rentals nearby, pharmacy, clothing store, hardware, everything you need, it sounds like, along with a florist. Can bring me some flowers. Just kidding. Gotta always, why not? Why not ask? Okay, so they had a city of Dunnellon is growing rapidly. And there's a boat ramp nearby, it says. The iconic Blue Gator Bar and Grill that we saw. And so if somebody wants to go check this one out, could be a great equity builder right here. And let's see here. It was listed for $45,000 in December of last year. Now they're at $45,800, so the price has increased. And 76 years old, and on an assessment of $11,036, taxes come in at $372. And again, that is 0.86 to 1% for your property tax rate, according to the research. $45,800. It's been on the market 145 days. It could be clearing probate soon. If you're looking in Dunnellon, check it out. Okay, now we're headed into Silver Springs. This one's $45,000, so we are reducing the price. But I do want to say, as we look at that history on the previous listing, that is not the first one that I've seen where prices are increasing in the history, which you would think would go down. But some that I've seen recently, the history shows that the prices are increasing. So that could be part of the market. It's always, of course, it's part of the market, pardon me. But so just an FYI there. So this one is at 5459 Northeast 166th Terrace, Silver Springs, Florida 34488. This one again is Marion County. You're going to be right in the thick of Ocala National Forest with this house. It's $45,000. It's 2 bedrooms and 1 bathroom with 838 square feet on a lot that's 7841. It's been on the market 69 days, built in 1960. Check it out. It's got a shingle roof, and look at the shingle roof. It looks like it's in pretty good condition. This is a wood structure, and as I mentioned most times in these episodes, if you're looking in the South and it's a wood structure, any home inspector and myself, well, not that I'm a home inspector, but I would believe that they would agree, have your termite inspection and go from there. But yeah, this looks like it has a lot of potential. It's tucked back in the landscape and the Florida native vegetation. Silver Springs, Florida, and Marion County. And the median home values here are in this town, Silver Springs, are right around $360,000. And in the county, they are around $280,000. So there's a lot of room to grow your equity with this. Okay, so that looks like it's a screen porch, but maybe you need to implement the screen. It looks like it's been removed. Look at that, wood-burning fireplace. There's a little closet on the left of it. Looks like we're getting a pretty raw interior, but that would be fine with me. We're looking at $45,000 house right here. If the well and septic, you could work off of those. You could be, it could be advantageous. Coffee's kicking in. Woo! Sorry, I get excited about finds like this. $45,000 house. That's the asking price. So it looks like they laid drywall, mudded it. Not sure if they sanded it. Doesn't really look like it. So maybe they started on this project and decided to put it on the market. People's lives change, right? So there's always a story behind these. But for me, I'd want to remove that carpet, but I like that. The base of the fireplace there, I think I would make this one conducive color. Put a new mantle on it maybe, just thinking. Look at the kitchen. Would you keep these kitchens, you guys? Would you totally go in there and gut that out? Take it out, transform it? For me, I don't know. I think I'd take a close look at those cabinets. You have a window above your double sink. It's cute. Depending on how you look at it, right? You can't be too fancy. You can't be all into the new and shiny, because if you are, you're going to probably say, this chick's crazy. Okay, so there we have somebody outside of the window. Don't be afraid. Maybe they're meant to be there. Okay, so we have a raw room right here, right down to the plywood in your 2x4s. This could be a great find. It could be full of potential. Just do your research, check it out, have those home inspections. Even if they're selling these properties as is, where is, have a home inspection, or bring your general contractor, or maybe you're one, maybe you're real handy, or maybe you just don't care. You're going to spend the $45,000 and just, take your chances. People do things for all the right reasons, right? And you have your own as well as everybody else. But what I'm looking at is possibilities in Silver Springs, in Marion County. Yeah, the roof doesn't look too bad, but it could be deceiving. We just can't really base anything until we get in there, right? But yeah, the vegetation's fantastic. I'd invest in some knee-high boots and leave those flip-flops for the springs, maybe. Just trying to lighten it up, you guys. So there's your map. There's drone view. Look how beautiful that sandy drive is to your private oasis in Silver Springs, Florida, you guys. Right there it is. Nice. $45,000 find right there. Yeah. Just got to finish it up. If the floor is solid, if you've got a good roof, could be off to a great start. They didn't show us the bathroom. 5459 Northeast 166th Terrace, Silver Springs, Florida 34488. Let's check it out on the map. So let's see, we have Southern Bell Creations and Digital Design nearby. Lake Lou is nearby. Lake Eaton. Lake Charles. So right here is the Ocala National Forest. You have Eaton Creek Trailhead nearby. Lake Eaton Campground. Sounds like a fun location right here. Salt Springs right over here in the northeast. You've got Fort McCoy up there to the northwest. Yeah, there's Lake George in Florida here. Silver Springs right over here with Ocala to our left right here over to the west of us. That's what I mean to say. Okay, woo! And Umatilla's down here. And let's take a look at the satellite view. All right, so Silver Springs. Wow, I bet this is beautiful. Pictures may not do it justice. That's what I always say. Really got to go check it out. So there's your square parcel. Silver Springs, Florida right there. $45,000. Been on the market 69 days, built in 1960. And it states here, it's a great opportunity to own 2-bedroom, 1-bath house with 838 square feet in the heart of the Ocala National Forest, and you're 6.5 miles to the Ocklawaha River, and you're 1 mile from Lake Eaton Campground for boating, camping, fishing, and nature trails. Little imagination will go a long way with this. States that there's a clear title, no restrictions, no HOA, taxes are paid up to date, low taxes also, and some rehab was started. The well and septic system are unknown. There's no electricity connected at the moment, no well pump system being sold as is. However, remember there are grants, there's loans out there, USDA rural agricultural loans and things of that nature. So you can check this out and do a little research and go a little further if this is of interest. And let's see here. It was sold for $27,000 in November of 2022. Now they're asking $45,000, and it's 66 years old, this property. And on an assessment of $43,536, the taxes come in at $1334. And again, the tax rate is 0.86 to 1%. But again, it was sold for $27,000 not quite 4 years ago. And now they're asking $45,000. So depending on what kind of upgrades they did to it, somebody go check it out. Welcome to make offers. Now we're going to head into Umatilla. So we're just headed southeast of this. This house, this property is $32,700. I should say properties because till you get in there and really get to know what's going on. Okay, so it's $32,700. This structure is 2 bedrooms with 1 bathroom with 560 square feet. It's on a little more than 1/4 of an acre, and it's at 14048 Southeast 200th Court, Umatilla, Florida, 32784, which means we're in Lake County. Population is 413,000 people, give or take. This has been on the market 49 days, built in 1967. So they're only showing us a couple of photographs, but let's take a look. It appears that we have a metal roof on this structure and maybe metal siding with windows. And we also have an outbuilding. We have a structure back there with at least 3 sides with a metal roof. Look at this, under those live oak trees in Umatilla, Florida, in Lake County. And you're about an hour and a half to Gainesville. And you're also about 20 minutes or so to Mount Dora. And you're going to be about 45 minutes, give or take, from the villages. So here's some land, a little more than 1/4 of an acre, under the live oak trees, peace and privacy. That's under $33,000. If you're just looking for a place to call your own in Florida, maybe you want to put a camper out there and just veg for a couple of months to get out of the cold winters, depending on where you live, right? So $32,700, and that's at 14048 Southeast 200th Court in Umatilla, Florida. So let's check it out on the map since there's no street view. So here we have Crazy Eight's Bar and Grill nearby when you get a little lonely. Okay, so we have Doe Lake Campground nearby, and we have, let's see, Silver Springs Shores East Social Club, and they play cricket there, you know. They are a little fancy. And so let's see, we have Altoona over here, Altoona, Florida, and Paisley. And we have Leesburg, and again, the villages are down to the south. We have Wildwood over here to the southwest, Highway 75. Here's Highway 19. So, yeah, Gainesville's right up there to the northwest, and Orlando's down there to the southeast. And here's our satellite view. And there is your parcel right there. Sweet. Square parcel tucked back in the trees. And this could be a welcoming surprise when you get out there. $32,700. It's been in the market 49 days. Maybe they'll take an offer. It states it's a fixer-upper with 2 bedrooms and 1 bathroom with a barn/workshop. That's all the details state in the description of the listing. And when we see the history on this one, it was sold for $45,000 back in September of 2023. And they listed it for $37,000. Now they're down to $32,700, and the house is 59, or the structure is 59 years old. And on an assessment of $17,605, shows the taxes are $784. And again, the property tax rate is 0.79% in Lake County. And the property values here for Lake County are $375,000. So again, if you want to build a house, maybe you just want to veg. So while you're relaxing, you can also be building some equity in Umatilla, Florida. And that asking price again is $32,700 and a little bit more than 1/4 of an acre. Then we have this one here in Silver Springs. That's 838 square feet, and it's $45,000, 1960 build. Or if you want to head into Dunnellon, this is the brick Little Ranch for $45,800, and that's 766 square feet in Dunnellon. Or we have this one here in Marianna, Florida. That is $50,000, and that's 716 square feet. So let's go to recently sold real quick. How is the market in Umatilla where that $32,000 house is listed? So we go to this single family ranch here. It just sold for $395,000. This ranch sold for $250,000. This manufactured home sold for just under $140,000. This little place here sold for $140,000. You have not quite an acre, $239,500 it shows. Another house sold for $800,000. Another sold for $289,000. Pool home sold for $315,000. So that just shows you a little bit of the market of the current sold in Umatilla, Florida. Now let's go to where else did we go? We went to Dunnellon. Let's go to Dunnellon and see what Dunnellon shows. Recently sold, quite a few. Let's go to house. 661 recently sold. 1,750,000. This one's pending at $240,000. This one sold for $275,000. There's a house we looked at for $45,800. This one sold for, or it's under contract for $179,900. This one's under contract for $350,000. This one sold for, oh no, I'm sorry. It didn't go back to the sold, I don't think. Let me go back to sold real quick here. Just sold. And let's go to Dunnellon. Sorry about that. Got to make sure I'm in the right category. Okay, so a lot just sold. Almost an acre lot sold for $24,500 in Dunnellon. This property looks like maybe a manufactured home on 1.25 acres, just sold for under $200,000. This one sold for $273,000. This one sold for $205,000. This property on some water sold for $385,000. This one sold for just under $280,000. This quarter acre sold for $12,000. This house sold for $330,000 on 2.5 acres. This one sold for $475,000 on 5 acres. New builds are selling for $414,000, $238,000. Here's 2 acres in a 3-bedroom, 2-bath manufactured that sold for $235,000. So that's Dunnellon. And let's go into Silver Springs, Florida, and see what they're selling for. All right, let's see here. Just sold in Silver Springs. This one sold for $359,900. Manufactured home sold for $124,900. This property on just shy of a half an acre sold for just $34,900, and that looks like a block build. This house sold for $510,000, just shy of an acre. 7,400 square foot lot selling for $6,500. 9,148 square foot lot sold for $12,000. This home sold for $655,000 on 5.46 acres. This one sold for $156,000 on almost a quarter of an acre. This one sold for $109,999 on 1.4 acres. This one sold for just shy of $350,000 on 3.01 acre. So here's another one on 1.16 for $475,000 sale price. So the houses we just looked at that are $50,000 and less have the potential to build some equity, I would say, with some motivation and, of course, it takes some money. But if you're looking for low-priced properties, I hope these helped you out. It's great to be with you on this beautiful Wednesday. Keep that cup full of happiness, you guys. Cheers to another beautiful day to view houses, and we'll see you in the next one because more houses with low price and high potential are coming up.